Good morning, guys. This is Mr. Kapinpin. Today, the first video is going to be about subtraction to 20 strategies. And the kids already learned this in the beginning of the school year, but it's always good for them um, to be reminded of what these strategies are and if they remember how to do them. And it's also for you, the parents, so you can practice with them, help them out at home with this packet, or just as an extra practice for them, so that when they come back to school, they're still going to remember how to do it. They're not going to be behind. They're going to be ready to go right from the get-go. Okay, so subtraction of 20 strategies. And the reason why we teach strategies in subtracting to 20 is because it's really impractical for us to be using our hands again to subtract, right? We can do that if it's like small numbers below 10, 5, take away 2, you have 3. However, when the numbers get bigger, when the numbers get past 10, it's good to have strategies handy so that they won't have such a hard time with it. Okay, let's first define what subtraction is. It's upside down, sorry. Subtraction is to take away or remove from a whole or a bigger number. A whole spelled W-H-O-L-E. Okay, so that's always the bigger number. And the bigger number, when you're subtracting two numbers together, the bigger number always goes in the beginning, and that is the whole. So the first strategy is called draw it out. 17 minus or take away 5, that is the minus sign, that little dash there. Take away 5 equals what? Let's put this in the context of a word problem. So let's say I baked 17 cupcakes and I gave away 5 cupcakes. How many will I have left? So the 17 is the whole, because that's how many cupcakes I baked altogether. And you're taking away 5 from that because I gave away 5. So you're taking 5 away from this whole. How many will I have left? So to draw it out, I have my kids circle the whole, which is the bigger number. Okay, they identify it. Well, okay, guys, which is the whole? Which is the bigger number? Which is 17. And draw it out. Okay, visually represent it. 17 cupcakes, so let's draw 17 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, so there's 17 circles. That represents the number of cupcakes I baked altogether, 17, which is the whole. Let's take away 5 from that whole so that we know how many is going to be left. So 17, taking away 5, let's cross out 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we crossed out 5. So now they see that subtraction literally does mean you're removing or taking away, okay, from a whole. So they took away 5 from this whole of 17 here. So now let's count how many are left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And so the answer to that is 12. Okay, the answer when you're subtracting two numbers, the answer is what we call the difference. The difference is 12 because now there's 12 left. If I had 17 to begin with, but I took away 5, the difference now I have 12 left. Okay, so that's draw it out. The next strategy is it's fun for me, and I know some of the kids have fun with it too. It's called part whole. And they started learning about part whole in kindergarten, but it's also a very valuable strategy when you're subtracting to 20, or even when you're adding as well, because it shows the kids that every number is a whole and there's parts to it. Okay, so part whole is always represented with a number bond. The number bond looks like this, or sometimes it can look like this. Okay, but I like to make it look like this because I want to make it look like a mountain, and you'll see exactly why I want to represent it like a mountain. So the whole always goes on the top. That's the whole. And then if you split it up, it has 2 parts to it. Okay, so let's say the problem that we're trying to solve is 13 take away 4. Okay, so again, when we're subtracting two numbers, you're taking away from a whole. So the whole is the bigger number, which is 13. So now on this number bond, the 13 will go over here where it says whole. And one of the parts of that 13 is 4. So we already know one of those parts. So let's put it down in one of these circles there. Now, whatever is here is going to be the difference or the answer. Okay, so you already know that there's 13. That's the whole. You already took away 4 of that. You're taking away 4 of that. Now it's asking you how many is going to be, how many are going to be left, and that's your difference. The reason why I always make it look like a mountain is because I always tell kids, well, imagine the whole number as how many people on top of a mountain. So there's 13, let's say there's 13 kids up on the top of the mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay? And then you already know one of the parts, which is a 4. So 4 of those kids went down this side of the mountain. So let's take away 4 of them. So you take away 1, let's go in there. 2, 3, okay, 4. So 4 kids decide to go down the mountain this side. Now the rest have to go down the other side. So how many are going to be going down the other side? Okay, because nobody should be left up on the top of the mountain. So now 1, 2, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 kids are going down the mountain on this side. Okay, so the two parts of 13 is 4 and 9. So 13 minus 4, the difference is 9. Okay, so that's another strategy that'll be handy for the kids when they're subtracting to 20. All right, if you have any questions, let me know.